Blast off time for the 2011 Border Walleye Challenge. We got the last flight heading out. We got about 120 boats in the tournament. We're on Big Stone Lake. It's the last day of April. We're going to follow the action here on Big Stone. It's hosted by the Big Stone Lake Walleye Club. You can see these guys behind us, they're working jigs really tight to the shoreline here. It's a good little spawning area. That's one of the major patterns we're seeing today. You can also see they're running a Skeeter Yamaha. They're one of the big sponsors and backers of the tournament, along with Doug's Anchor Marine over in Watertown, South Dakota. These guys are all sticking with the shallow pattern here. You can see the other option there, they got bobbers out along with their jigs. We're also seeing them cast crankbaits. What's going on? These fish are, it's the last day of April. These fish are trying to use these shelves to spawn on. Some have spawned already. Most of what they're catching is males. But the weather conditions, you know, it's been cloudy this morning, sun came out, winds changing direction, so them fish really don't know what they want to do today. That's Lance Salmon and Dan Sooney. We saw them earlier. They didn't have a fish in the box. We just pulled up on them. They put one in the box. That was actually number 4. So they got something going here. We'll see how the day works out for them. Planer boards are a popular piece of equipment to use on Big Stone Lake. Most of the time you see them out in the basin using it because it's a 4-line lake here, but these guys got that board smack dab about a foot off ashore trying to catch one of these post-spawn males. Behind me is Dave Fenholz and Joe Bungarden. They've got 5 in the box. They're 1 away from the tournament limit. They've caught all them fish out of about a 40-yard stretch here. We've watched them comb this section for the last 15-20 minutes without a bite, but what you got to do is be patient once you know where these fish are and just keep working it, and you got to get that jig about 6 inches in front of that fish's face. Behind me is Brendan Olson and Corey Joyce. Now they got 5 in the box. The difference there is they got 2 that are about 23. They just lost number 6. They're throwing crankbaits. They said one guy started this morning with jigs, one started with cranks. The crank guy got 4, so the other guy switched over. That's the thing to do. Big Stone Lake and the area around here is really a unique watershed, both for Minnesota and South Dakota. That's where JJV's Best comes into play. They're also one of the tournament sponsors. They make a great product for cleaning your boat or your pontoon, and best of all, it's acid-free and environmentally friendly. Well, it's definitely been a change in days so far. The wind switched all the way around from the southeast to the northwest. Seeing guys catching some fish. Looks like casting crankbaits is the thing to do today. It's time to head down to the foot of the lake and find out who this year's Border Walleye Challenge winner is.
We caught first 2 in 10 minutes. Got up there this morning, and 3rd cast I had a 16-incher, and about 5 casts later I had a 19-incher.
We caught them on perch-colored baits, basically.
We just threw jigs real shallow at Shady Beach.
Hey, right. Very good. Well, good job. Thanks for fishing. Thanks. All right. Okay, 582, which is the biggest fish of the tournament. It costed $10 to get in the big fish pot. Were you in the big fish pot? No. That was the rumor. Oh. 3rd place. The check for $1,330. They weighed 6 fish. Weighed in 11.79 pounds. Team number 4 out of Walnut Grove, Minnesota. Rick and Dylan Robinson. 2nd place. The check for $1,425. They weighed 6 fish, weighing 13.84 pounds. Team number 58. Both of them out of Madison, Minnesota. Dallas Crowett and Pete McGinty. All right, 1st place. We got a chance to see him earlier. Final weight for 6 fish was 14.06 pounds. Receiving plaques. Check for $3,800. Team number 50, Corey Joyce out of Appleton, Minnesota, and Brendan Olson out of Hutchinson, Minnesota. All right, here's your top 15 placers.
We're with Scott Arndt. He was the MC of the event. Scott, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you, Greg. We couldn't do this without all the help with all of our club members and all the sponsors that help put this on, like Doug's Anchor Marine, Skeeter, Yamaha, JJVs, all of them. They do a wonderful job. They make it happen.
We want to congratulate Corey Joyce and Brendan Olson one more time. They did a great job catching those fish today.
Yes, they did. And for anyone else that has the interest in fishing our tournament next year or just want to come fish Big Stone Lake, learn more about it, they're more than welcome to come to our website, bigstonewalleyeclub.com, and there we'll have fishing reports and more tournament information for next year.
For Scott Arndt and everybody that put the show on today, I'm Greg Jones. Midwest Outdoors will be right back.